Hi everybody, welcome to GTCoding. In this video, I'll show you how to create this modern looking homepage using Next.js. So this is how it looks. We have all these sections over here. So let's get started. Now here you can see that I have created this folder called landing page and I just opened it with VS Code. Now let's go to a terminal and let's start by creating a Next.js project. So here we can just type npx create next app at latest and we'll add a dot over here to create the project in the current directory. And I'll just proceed and let's select TypeScript, ESLint, Tailwind CSS and no for the source directory. We'll select ES for app router and turbo pack and we'll select no for changing the import alias. Alright, so here our Next.js project has been created. So I'll just tap npm run dev to open it. And let's click on this link and here we can see that our project is being opened. So this is our Next.js project. Now let's also install ShadCN, which is a UI component library. So you can just go over here to ui.shadcn.com and go to docs and in the installation just click on Next.js and just copy this command from here. Go back and I'll just create a new terminal and paste it over here. And I'll just select neutral and with that we have ShadCN installed in our project. Now if you go to app and page, we can see that this is the home page that is displayed right now. So I'll just delete everything and I'll just create a simple div and let's type homepage. Now if you go back, here we can see homepage is being displayed. I'll also remove this import of the image and let's go back, and what we're going to do is to create this complete landing page, we're going to use Tailark. So it is a collection of different UI elements and sections that we can use in our websites. So let's go to the Tailark website. So you can just type tailark.com and you'll find this website, and we have different kits over here. They also have some premium kits. I'll just use the free kit. So if you scroll down, we can see that we have a lot of different blocks and sections that we can use in our website. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use this hero component. So we can just go over here to blocks, and in the hero section we have all these hero section elements. So this is the second one. And there are a lot of different options over here. So I'll just select this first one. So I'll just go ahead and click on this command to copy it. And let's go back to our VS Code. And here in the terminal, I'll just paste the command and press enter. And with that, our hero section has been added to our project. So if you go to components, here we can see that we have the header and the hero section components. Now in the hero section, they are already importing the header. So we can just go ahead and import the hero section. So it is named hero section and we can add that to our page. So here in our page, let's remove this and let's type hero section and let's import it from components hero section. And now if you go back to our website, and on our website, we can see we have this error. So this is basically because they are using some external image. So let's go ahead and add this to our next config so that we don't have this error. So I'll just copy this host name from here. And let's go back to our next config ts, and here I'll just type images. And here we need to type remote patterns, and here we need to create an object, and we need to type host name. And here we'll just copy the host name and let's type protocol and let's type HTTPS over here. Now let's go back to our website and let's reload this. And now we can see we don't have any errors and we have the hero section displayed over here. So everything is working all right. We don't have the image displayed over here, but we will fix that later. And we can see that the animation is also working correctly for all these elements. Now let's go ahead and add the other section, which is this section right here, which is the features section. So for that, let's go back to Tailark and let's go to features. And there are different options over here. So you can select any of these. I'll just select the third one, which is this one right here. So I'll just go ahead and copy this command. Let's go back to our terminal and let's paste it over here. And the feature section has been added. So let's go to page.tsx file and here let's type features and let's import it from components. So now if you scroll down, we can see that we have the features section displayed over here. Right now, the next section we need to have is this section right here. So this is basically the integrations section. So let's go back to Tailark and let's go to integrations and let's select one of these from here. So I'll just select this one right here. So let's go ahead and copy this command and paste it over here and press enter. And we can go to page.tsx file and let's type integrations section and let's import it. So here we can see we have our integrations section. Then we need to have the stats section, which is this one right here. So let's go over here and let's go to stats. And for the stats, we can select any of these. I'll just select this one right here. So I'll just click on this. Let's go back and let's paste the command over here, press enter. And let's add that over here in the page. So let's tap stats section and let's import it from components. Let's go back and if we scroll down, we can see that we have the stats displayed over here. And then we have the team section. So let's go back and here let's go to team and let's select one of these from here. So I'll just select this one right here. So let's click on this command to copy it and paste it right here. And let's add that over here. I'll just tap team section and let's go back and we have the team section displayed over here. And then we have the FAQ section. So let's go back over here and let's go to FAQs. And for the FAQs, I'll just select the third one, which is this one right here. So let's click on this command and paste it over here and press enter. And here let's go ahead and type FAQs 3. And let's go back to our website. And here we can see we have the FAQs section and everything is working perfectly. And then lastly, we need to have the footer. So we're going to use this footer. So let's go to Tailark and let's open footer. And I'll just select this first footer right here. So let's click on this command and paste it over here. And here let's go ahead and type footer section. And in our website, we have the footer. So in this way, we have designed all the sections of our website and it looks all right. But we're going to customize this a little bit and make it look different. Here we can see that we also have this responsive versions over here. So this is the tablet version. We also have this hamburger menu. And this is how it will look on a tablet. And then we have the mobile version, which is this one right here. So everything is looking all right. Now let's also fix this image. So I'll just add the image to our public folder. So here we have the public folder and I'll just paste the images. So we have these two images. We have mail2lite.webp and mail2.webp. We're going to use one of these images based on the theme that is selected right now. Now let's go to the hero section component and all the code is already there in our project. So we can make any change we want to our design. So here, let's take a look at the image. So I'll just search for mail2 and this is the image. So here they are using mail2.png. So I'll just change this to webp and let's also change the source of this image right here. So let's change this to webp. And now let's go back and the image should work. So here we can see that the image is being displayed over here. So this is the light version of the image and we'll add dark and light modes shortly. But before that, let's go ahead and change the overall look of our website so that it looks different than all the other websites created with Tailark. Now for changing the overall style of our Next.js website created with ShadCN, we can use this website called TweakCN.com. So just go to this website and click on Start Customizing. And here we can see that these are all ShadCN components. And here we can go ahead and change the colors of these. And we can see that it changes over here. And we can simply go ahead and copy this code to our global.css file. And our website will look like this. So you can change the colors of all these different variables in ShadCN. But we're going to select one of these from here. And so I'll just select this one right here. So this is the theme of the Claude website. So let's see how our website looks with this Claude theme. And this is the light version. So I'll just go ahead and click on copy. And we have all this code and we can just copy and paste all of this to our globals.css file. And before that, make sure to have a backup of your globals.css file because if you want to revert it back to the previous version, you won't have any other options. So let's copy this and we also have the option of this command. So let's try this. Let's copy this command from here. It will also do the same thing. It will replace our code in our CSS file with this code right here. So let's go back and let's open the terminal. Let's paste it right here. And let's press enter. And here you can see it says you are about to install a new style and do you want to proceed? So I'll just press Y. And it has updated the globals.css file. So let's go back to our website. And this is how it looks. So this is the Claude AI theme. And we can see that it already looks a lot different than the default version that we had. Now let's also add the dark theme and let's see how it looks. So for that, let's go back to the ShadCN website. And let's click on dark mode and let's click on Next.js. Let's install Next themes from here. So let's click on copy to clipboard for the command. Let's paste it over here. And Next themes was installed. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to create this theme provider. So let's copy this code and let's go back to components. Let's create a new file called themeprovider.tsx and let's paste the code over here. And the next thing we need to do is add the theme provider to the layout file. So let's copy this theme provider tag from here. Let's go back to our layout.tsx file and let's paste it over here just before the children. And let's cut the ending tag and paste it after the children. Let's also import theme provider over here. So let's type import theme provider from components theme provider. And we also need to add suppress hydration warning. So let's copy this and add it to the HTML right here. And let's go back and let's copy this code for the theme toggle. So let's copy this code from here. And let's create a component over here in our components folder. Let's call it theme toggle button.tsx. And let's paste it over here. And we need to install one ShadCN component, which is drop down menu. So let's do that. Let's tap npx ShadCN at latest add drop down menu. Let's press enter. And now this error is gone. And now let's add this theme toggle button. So I'll just change this over here as well. So here let's type export function theme toggle button. And let's go to our header.tsx file. And here, if we go back to our website, here we can see we have this sign up button over here. So this is the sign up button. We also have the get started button. So when we scroll down, we have the get started button. So let's go outside the get started button. And here I'll just add the theme toggle button. So let's tap theme toggle button. And now if you go back, here we can see we have the theme toggle button displayed over here, and we can change the theme to light and dark modes from here. So everything is working correctly. Let's also change the size of this theme toggle button so that we have the correct height for all these buttons. So for that, we need to go back over here and let's go to the theme toggle button. And here for the button, we can see that the size is set to icon. So let's change the size to SM. If you go to the header.tsx file, here we can see that for the size of the button, SM is selected. So we are doing the same over here. Now if you go back to our website, we can see that we have the correct size for the button. So everything is working perfectly. Now let's go ahead and change the theme. So let's go to TweakCN and let's select another one from here. So in this website, I am using this theme called Bubblegum. So let's select this and let's click on code and let's copy this command. Let's go back to our terminal and paste it over here and press enter. And let's press yes for overwriting the CSS. And now let's go back to our website. And this is how it looks. So with that, we have completely changed the look of our Next.js homepage. And here we can see this is how it looks. Let's also take a look at the light version. So this is how it looks on light mode. And you can also change any color you want over here from this TweakCN website. So here, if you go back to this colors section, all these colors are displayed over here. So you can select any of these and change the color to your needs. And there's also an option of generating a new color using AI. So you can just describe what kind of colors you want and it will generate that for you. Now the only thing you need to do is change all the text content and add the content of your website over here. So that's basically how you can create a modern looking Next.js homepage in just minutes. So that's basically it for this video. If you have any doubts, you can ask in the comments below. And if you like this video, please click on the like button and subscribe to this channel to get the latest video updates. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a nice day.